This video today is in partnership with Plutus. If you're looking to get a general bank account where you can spend and then earn a passive income from rewards in cryptocurrency, then go ahead and check Plutus out. On every day-to-day spend, you can earn up to 3% cashback paid in crypto. So go ahead, check it out, plutus.it. Hello, welcome back to Operation Crypto and welcome to another video. If you are new to this channel, then please make sure that you are subscribed and hit that like button. So today we're going to be taking a look at DAG. We'll do some price analysis on both the USDT and the BTC pair, and as you can see we had that crazy move to the upside. Usually when you get a wick like that you think, nah, that definitely didn't happen, but I tell you, I kid you not, that wick did happen. I was watching it live, so that was a bit of a crazy pump, but we are starting to come down a little bit now, and what we'll do is have a look at some key levels that we could use to invest, and then we'll have a look at some areas where we could use the TPs and take some profit on the way up. But first, I just want to start off by taking a look at Bitcoin. The entire market is seeing a little bit of green. I mean, over the course of the last 3 to 4 weekends now, the weekends have been quite good, and then the weeks pretty much have dumped it. So hopefully we can pick up some momentum today and hopefully carry that into the week and see what goes on there. But looking at the price of Bitcoin, I know it has been down over the course of pretty much since here. The 30th of June. It's been a shitty July, really. That's continuing from the crap May and June, but we're still range bound. You've got to remember that we are still in this accumulation period. We have confirmation that whales have been accumulating below this EQ, so that EQ is 35k-ish. We've got the high range here at 41k, low range at 28,800, which is that's a yearly open, and the EQ, which is pretty much a central trading area at 35k. Still under that level. I think we've tried to get through it 3 times but failed. We had a little bit of FUD deployed within those regions. So now it's just a bit of a waiting game to see what happens. I mean, this market is going to swing violently in either direction. For me, I see more positives in sign of a push to the upside, but this could soon easily dump back down to these these previous all-time highs at 19k. So just be wary of that. Personally, I'm more in favour of an upside because, like I say, we've had confirmation of whales accumulating around this region. So, I mean, why would it be accumulating mass amounts of Bitcoin when they're going to send it low? It doesn't really make sense to me, but let's just monitor price and see what goes on. If you're looking for some buys, then I would just ladder a few down, probably from 28,800 down to 20,000, and you may not pick any up, but who knows, this market is crazy, and you might get some picked up down in those regions. But in terms of TA, there's not much to talk about. It's been pretty much a sideways chop for 3 months. It's been boring, and I think it is weeding a lot of people out and making people think, right, this is not what it was meant to be, and they're getting bored. So eventually I think we will have a big push in direction, and I'm more in favour of a push to the upside. So that's my thoughts on Bitcoin. Not much going on in terms of price analysis other than if you're a scalper, it's probably scalper's paradise. You've got a solid range which you can trade within. Right, so let's have a look at DAG. We'll have a look at the USDT pair first, and we'll have a look at BTC pair. So this was what went on last week. I did a first video on DAG last week, Constellation. Then we was pumping, we was absolutely flying. I think I did this video around here maybe, and I was looking for a pullback, and so far it has happened. But just looking, I'll identify a few key levels for you here. So this red level here is a weekly level, and then this green box down here is a massive area of liquidity where we've rejected and traded a lot, and then we use it as support massively. Personally, I can't see us come back down to those levels again. That's like between 5 and 3 cent. So what we need to do is have a look at this current level here. Just looking at the RSI there, it was well high. I mean, we're up at 80 in that overbought territory, and we've started to pull back now. I've got a Fibonacci set up here from the bottom move to the top, and I must have had it on that wick there, just slightly off. So whenever I'm looking for retracements, I look for laddering orders really, anyway from a 382 level all the way down to a 618 level. So for me, if you're looking for buys on this asset, then I would still consider buying within that range, anywhere around here. So you're talking anywhere from 15 cent, which we're currently at, all the way down to 10 cent, and I actually like what this project's doing. I've done a bit of research over the course of the last few weeks because I mean I just jumped in some price analysis the other day on that massive price rise. But in terms of technicalities and fundamentals, this is a solid project. So I'm looking to actually buy a bag, and I'm going to ladder some in. I'm going to ladder some orders from 12 cent all the way down to 10, just below that, probably about 10 cent there. Depends how the market reacts. I mean, Bitcoin's starting to behave a little bit favourable, so that always does drag the market up with it. So remember, that could bring the price of DAJ up. But I would still look at buys within that region. I think Bitcoin's weak. The entire market's weak, really. That many people have been shaking out. It's the volume is crazy, crazy low. Let's just have a look on this lower time frame, see if we've got anything going on. 6 hours looking very similar. I'm just looking to see if we've got any divergences towards the top. Yeah, nothing there either. The last time we had any type of divergence was back towards the beginning of July. We had a bearish divergence there, which dropped us down. And yeah, not much going on at the minute in terms of price action. We are just coming down, and I would expect buys down this range to be filled. But let's see. About 50%, 38% fib there may act as some nice support. We've just dropped below it, but this area here at 14.4 is looking like it's a nice area of liquidity and support. So if you just mark that area up there, so we'll use that horizontal ray. If you look at these 2 weeks here, we rejected off it, and then we use this area support a lot. So that looks like it's where people are looking, they are buying. But if we do drop below, like I say, it's coming to 12.9 and 10.7 cent. If we do bounce from here, though, let's just go back to the daily. If we do bounce from here, though, then we can look at these extensions on the fib. Obviously, we have the top level here at 22 cent, and then we've got some further levels up at. These are negative Fibonacci levels. If you ever use fibs, and go into the settings, if you look at minus 0.27, and I've put minus 0.618 there. I always find that they are confluent areas which targets after fibs done the retracement, so just monitor them and see what goes on. But if you're looking for some take profits and you're managing to buy down here, 27 cent, 33 cent, and initially I think the first major target for us to break through is going to be about 50 cent barrier. Long way off yet. I mean, in terms of price percentages up to that level, you're talking 245%, so it's a big old move. But remember, when we was pushing, I mean, even from this bottom liquidity area up to that top wick, look at that, we did 1,000% move. So in cryptocurrency, things can move quick. So buy low, sell high, and that's the game. So yeah, buy zones down here and take profits at 22 and 27 cent. Then just jumping into the BTC pairing, I'm guessing, yeah, it's a very similar scenario here. So the Fibonacci is still, let's put it onto a wick, and the Fibonacci is still pretty much where I put it last time. We've come down to this 38% retracement level, which is an area I was saying which could be a nice area to buy. So that's at 47,700 satoshis. But again, I'm still expecting at some stage Bitcoin to go on a run. I think it's going to push 35k over the course of the next week. If that does, ultimately the BTC pairings will feel a pain, and you may get some orders filled down anywhere from, I'd say, 42,000 all the way down here to 28,000 satoshi. So yeah, place some orders within that range, and then I think you could get some orders filled. I say that because I think that Bitcoin will start to push up and regain some market dominance at some stage. I mean, it has had a major bounce from, let's go into a 3-day. There we go. So we had a major bounce of that 40% level there. So far we've come up in this 45-46% area. There's been a tough nut to crack. We've been above it once, come back, retested lows, and we've got above it. We're just sat above it now. I'm still thinking this happens. BTC goes on a run from late July to August and pushes up to maybe 52 or 56% market dominance before then an ultimate crash. And going into Q4, altcoins really go on a run. In tandem with that, Bitcoin probably is pushing up towards 60-70k, but that's just using a little bit of hindsight, and probably not the best thing to use in crypto currently. But yeah, so that's that pretty much covered for today. So what I've not said, we'll just drop back into the daily. Take profits. We have two levels up at 65,700 and 78,400. In the future, what I will be doing is at least doing one video every 10 days on Constellation. If you want that, then let me know in the comments. Or if there's any other projects you would like me to cover in terms of TA, then drop them in the comments too. That's going to do it for the video today. If you're new to this channel, then please make sure that you're subscribed. Hit that like button, and I'll catch you next time.